Sea of Thieves Season 15 Wild Things has finally arrived, and in this video we'll be covering everything that you need to know about the new season. The first thing you need to know is that this season is going to be broken down into 3 months. In the February update, we're going to be introduced to the 2 new megalodons. The ancient feared Redmaw megalodon and the ancient Barnacled dread. There are currently 2 ways to find these megalodons out at sea. The first is to just run into one as you're sailing around the seas. But if you want to make your job easier, all you have to do is get Hunter's Call Emissary level 5 and then you'll be able to check the map to see if there's one on the server. The feared Redmaw is a fiery ashen megalodon that will light your ships anytime it bites it, and has a tendency to bottle up its feelings until eventually they erupt in a massive explosion. Keep in mind that fire-based weaponry like firebombs will speed up how often it explodes. The Barnacled Dread Megalodon is a coral megalodon that will electrocute you when it takes a bite out of your ship, and it will also summon electric ocean crawlers on your vessel. This megalodon has a protective layer that's covering weak spots. When you break this armor down, make sure to target those spots for increased damage. Next, we have the Hunter's Call update. You will finally be able to set sail as an emissary for the Hunter's Call. Not to mention the fishing and raid voyages that you can now vote up for Hunter's Call at your quest table. The raid voyages are pretty self-explanatory. The only thing that's different in them is the loot. You'll be getting Hunter's Call specific loot. Little packs of fish hooks, fishing floats, spear tips, and even baits. A variety of crates filled with fish scales, precious pearls, shark teeth, and even kraken tentacles. Not to mention a kraken eye. Now let's talk about the new fishing content. When you vote up for this voyage, you'll have to sail or dive to a location where you will find a spot in the water where there will be 3 fish. 3 trophy fish. Now, after a little bit of testing, I found out that even if you fail to catch the fish and it gets away from you, don't worry, it will come back after a few seconds and you can try again and keep trying until you catch all 3 fish from that location. And now let's talk about the March update. The March update will bring in the new throwing spear into the armory. And we're also going to be introduced to a lot of new wildlife across the seas. And finally, in April, we will have the ability to vote up a quest to hunt down a boar and a quest to hunt down a megalodon. And now that we've talked about the new additions to the game, here's a quick list of all the other things that are coming into the game.